Hello, everybody. Happy day. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. It has been a hot minute since we have had a live. Wow. Happy New Year. Hope everyone is doing great. We're just going to wait for everyone to get in the chat. Hello, everybody. Hello. While we're waiting, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Yes. Help the algorithm. Hi, Irish Lux. So nice to have you in the chat today. Hope everyone's doing great. How's everyone's day so far? It is 5:30 p.m. EST. I gotta tell you, if you follow my Instagram, the videos where I talk about time zones, it's very hard to get used to saying EST because as my primary zone, because I've been in LA for 5 years. And now that I'm back east, I only worry about Eastern Standard Time. Yes, yes. Oh, hello, everybody. Hey, Purple Mountain Crafts. Hello. Kinsley. Hey. Jay Wonders. Hi. Jennifer. Hey. Chrissy B. Chrissy, I have a question. Did I get a package from you? I didn't see an Instagram handle, but I checked my mail today and I think I got a package. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Yes. A lot of people are happy that I'm on the same time zone. The East Coast time zone. Hope everyone's great. Again, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I guess we'll start to talk about some topics today. I recently did a Q&A on my Instagram, which if you're not following PoshBossBlake on Instagram, link is in the description. Same for TikTok. I recently did a little Q&A and about reselling business, and like the amount of questions I got around taxes and businessness of the reseller aspect, lots of them. So I figured, why not? Let's expand upon it. Hello, everybody. Chrissy B. Okay, Chrissy. If you have Instagram, I'm sure you do, DM me so I can write back to you. I need to formally thank you. So thank you so much. Thank you, Cheryl. That's so sweet. Thank you. I think first up, what we're going to do today is talk about real quick and kind of what got this video inspired, or writing good titles and descriptions. Not going to spend too much time unless there's a ton of questions about it. Not going to spend too much time on this topic because it's kind of simple. I put a tip out there yesterday on Instagram, and for the most part, overall with titles and descriptions, you want to make sure that you have strong, juicy titles to ensure that your item, your listing, is found within the internet, within the millions of items that are available for sale. You want to, really be targeting the audience for the item that you're trying to sell, whether it's a clothing item, a hard good, like a book, a basket, a cake tray, whatever it is. You want to make sure you're really having a robust title to be able to pull the buyer in, Question from Veronica. Yes, I can receive packages at my mailbox. If anyone wants to be pen pals, we can do so. Excuse me. I need a little sip of water. Oh, we could be pen pals. The mailbox that I have is no longer a P.O. box. It is just a full-fledged mailbox at a business address. So I can receive anything. Cards, regular USPS mail, packages, USPS, FedEx even. So the address is down in the description. Hello. Hey, Heather. Canary Closet. I was told you should not use all capital letters in your title. Is that true? That's a great question. I don't think having capital letters is anything bad. I do think it's specific to Poshmark. I don't think it's important or necessary to have capital letters in a title unless the brand itself uses capitals. But even then, it's like not really necessary. I find personally, if I see a full description or title that's all capitals, I'm turned off by that. I don't know why. I think it's like an aesthetics thing, or not grammar. It just doesn't look necessarily appealing. It's kind of like, I'm yelling at you to sell my item. Like, it kind of makes me feel like that. But I'm trying to think of a good example where I'm trying to think. What's a short brand that what's a short branded item? Like Nike, I might do all capital Nike, but I mean, that's just like a simple example. I prefer, and I don't recommend that you need to do the full capital text. Catching up on some comments. Irish Luck, I've heard that for eBay. Yeah, Heather, good point. eBay, I've personally seen a lot of capital bolded text on eBay. That is a little murky. I feel like the main buyers on Poshmark versus eBay are slightly different people, and I don't know. I feel like Poshmark is a little bit more sophisticated in terms of the aesthetics of a listing, whereas eBay is kind of not messy, but it can be a lot. So anything to keep a simple look on your listing is good. Although that said, I think there's probably the argument for eBay specifically to bold and to capitalize because there's bajillions of items on that website. So it's really up to you. Hello. Hi, Bev Turquoise Lotus. Hey. How about new with tags? Great question, Saglick. New with tags, I don't feel it's necessary on Poshmark because you can signify when you build the listing if the item is new with tags or not. For me, I'm not looking, if I'm buying something on Poshmark, I'm not looking for new with tag in the title because I can see on the listing before I even click it that it's got the new with tag symbol. If anything, I will sometimes add new NWOT, new without tag, in the description of an item if something is not available, or in special circumstances. For example, I have a beautiful pair of Rothy's coming to the internet very soon. I'm going to do NWOT for them, and I think because it's also a particular style and it's special, it's rare, the person on the hunt for this is going to be wanting to see that it is as new as possible. So I hope that helps. Hello. Hey, Margaret. Hope you're doing good, girl. Also, happy birthday, Margaret. Thumbs up for Margaret, everybody. Okay. There's 17 watching. We need to thumbs up. We need to get to 17. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Veronica is saying, I would put new with tags after the brand. Usually they say you need to, but I still like to squeeze it in. I say, okay, so here's something. If you can't fill your title, the full amount of characters with robust, specific to your item descriptors, put new with tag in there. Sure, fine. But it just, my biggest advice, create a title and description thinking the mind of the buyer, right? If you're searching for something on the internet, how are you searching for it? Are you searching NWT Banana Republic button-down shirt? Or are you just searching Banana Republic shirt? Because again, you don't want to take up space with things that don't necessarily need to be there. You know what I'm saying? What else? Oh, I forgot I can highlight comments. You guys, I apologize. It's been a hot minute since I've used the streaming thing. Hold on. Chrissy B says, I didn't see a lot of caps on eBay and never on Mercari. Yeah, I don't see the capitalization on Mercari. I think they control that though, Mercari specifically. Summarization. On Posh, all words in the description are searchable, but on eBay, you need to squeeze it in. Fact. The eBay titles are also like double the length, which is nice because you can fit a lot more descriptive words in there. Let's see. Crazy B, I see on eBay, new with tag, new without tag. Yes. For eBay, there is so much space within a title. I think that's fine to do so. Hi, Jessica. Hi. Hope you're doing well. You have gorgeous hair, by the way. I love that long locks. Kinsley, kind of off topic, but Blake, do you know of anything about Tradesy? Is it more for just expensive brands? How much do they take? So great question, Kinsley. And I actually am going to talk about more platforms later, but short answer, Tradesy, in my mind, is kind of like the real, but scaled back and not as luxe, if that makes sense. I think you can find like more scaled back everyday brands there, but I think what really does well on Tradesy is like middle of the road luxury. So newer Coach, Michael Kors Collection, Rachel Comey, Nili Lotan, things like that. Yeah. Great question, Kinsley. Great question. Chrissy B, you also write rare in eBay. I will do that for whatever the item is. If the item is rare, I will absolutely put that in a necessary spot. Sometimes I'll double the words. Like if I say something in the title, I will also reinforce it in the description, just so the algorithm in the world picks up those search words. That's the SEO. We're trying to have the best search engine optimization. Okay, snaps for SEO. Random pet peeve. I don't understand why people say or type brand new with tags. It's either new or it's not. Agreed. The only time where I do write that out is if I say new without tag. Just because sometimes people don't, like a buyer doesn't always know the lingo. So you have to keep that in mind, that when people are searching for your item, you don't want to like go over their head. You know, you need to spell it out for people, especially because people don't read. Buyers, sellers, like, people just in general these days, attention spans. People don't read. You can put everything in the description and someone will still ask the question with the answer literally a quarter of an inch up on the screen. Margaret, thank you. Smash that like button. Yes, don't forget to smash that like button. Happy birthday to Margaret. Margaret has been following and interacting and an internet friend for quite some time, Margaret. And also she just entered a special year. I'm not going to put her information out here, but she just entered a special club with her birthday. So snaps for Margaret. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Oh my gosh, Tugo. Sell quick, ship quick. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. To continue on the Tradesy talk, looks like Heather has sold a few things on Tradesy, like Lululemon, Free People, St. John. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. With Poshmark, sending offers to likers, how long should you wait? 3 minutes? I have done the rule where I send it immediately. I've also done the rule where I send it after an hour, 2, 3, 4 the next day. Really, it's just, that's something where you can't control if the buyer wants to buy it. Like you can do everything you can, but if the buyer does not want to buy, whether the offer is free or not, it's just going to depend on them. So it's really up to you. I find I am more aggressive with the sending offer to likers when it's closer to payday. Just a friendly tip. Great question though. Kellyum, I think it's Kellyum, sorry. Do you think Posh will ever allow for the sale of electronics, or would this mean they would first have to expand their shipping carrier options? Yes, if they want to carry electronics, they absolutely have to expand their carrier options because electronics are heavy. And as we know, Posh only freely handles weights up to 5 pounds. You as the seller have to pay to increase the available shipping weight up to 10 pounds, which is an additional $20. That's a lot on top of your fees and everything, and the shipping price if it wasn't paid for by the buyer. But yeah, I don't even know. Although that is something that I feel would happen after Poshmark goes public, excuse me, because they filed. So great question. I do, yeah. I'm curious to see how they'll expand. I think they want to keep it like a nice curated selection. I feel like the second you add electronics, there's going to need to be a dedicated customer service department just to handle, oh my gosh, this didn't work. They sold it to me and it didn't work, but they said it, like, electronics get tricky. Let's see. Hi, Wendy. I hope everyone's doing well. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much. To go, Tiffany and Hugo, sell quick, ship quick on Instagram and YouTube. We send a ton of offers at the end of the night and seem to get more acceptances in the morning. Smart. That's something else, sending them late at night. Also, keep in mind your coast. Also, if you really, really are stuck or spending time on Poshmark, I've done it. I go to people's profiles, like, where are they living? Like, no, well, I mean, no, that's what I'll do. I'll see in their profile where the city is that they registered with in the app. Because if you go to like the About the Posher page, it tells you if they put that information in there. Like for me, I think it says LA still, maybe. I don't know if I changed it. So I'll wait so that it's late night for them to be able to send an offer. Because just like Tugo's saying, overnight or, first thing in the morning when people are kind of like more willing and more like not so budget conscious and they're just like, yeah, let's get it. There's an increase in sales there. That's something that was actually talked about at PoshFest. Oh my gosh, there was someone who spoke 2 years ago in 2019. Can you believe that? 2021? Oh my God. Someone said, I send out offers like at 11 p.m. And I was like, oh, that's smart. Thank you, Tugo. Oh my gosh, wait, someone sent me a sticker. Wait a minute. Irish Lux, thank you so much. Everybody snaps for Irish Lux. She just sent me a gorgeous sticker. Oh my God, in the chat. You're so sweet. That is so nice of you. It's a cute little pear looking thumbs up guy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. Let's catch up on the comments. Back to the electronics. I'm thinking Apple Watches, iPhones. That's a great question. I would love to see like a certified program through Apple, like, and Apple handles that, but they already have their own certification refurbished section on their website. So that probably won't happen. But that would be a cool partnership if Apple could partner with Poshmark. And if that happens because of this conversation, you're welcome. I would like my check. Thank you so much. Let's see. Is anyone going to buy Posh stock if available? I have determined it would be too expensive for my budget. 10 share minimum at 300 each would be 3,000. Great question. Honestly, we could talk about, I think we're going to have to save this conversation for a dedicated video because stock is a conversation for like very specific financial discussion. There's so many different variables to think about when buying stock. Are you even eligible? Like, I don't think people realize that you have to be eligible to have a brokerage account so that you can buy and trade stock. So sometimes people don't have enough assets to be able to do that for themselves. Just like with Poshmark going public specifically, in every correspondence that Poshmark has sent virtually, they have always made it clear, just because you're getting this does not mean you're going to be able to purchase stock. It depends on so many things. They're going through Fidelity to do the brokerage of that stock initially. So you have to have a Fidelity account. You have to get approved from Fidelity, to be able to do that. And I think in terms of stock price initially for Poshmark, I think it could range anywhere from 10 to 20. I would say 19, realistically, $10 to $19 per stock. There will be a minimum of 300. So who knows? Great question. How often do you share your closet? Purple Mountain Crafts. How often? A couple times a day. Now that my closet, because I moved, is very small in comparison to what I had, a couple times a day, whenever I think about it, there's never any harm in sharing your closet more. Do I share to parties? Yes, if I catch it, but like it is not a focus, especially because they've increased the amount of brands that can be shared within these parties, so it's not as curated of a collection. But yeah, as much as I can. But like if you have thousands of listings, or a couple of hundred, that's not going to be something that's realistic. So I highly recommend looking into a sharing tool. There's some out there. I think there's literally one called the Poshmark sharing tool. There's also Simple Posher. I believe that is a Chrome extension. There's you could also hire a virtual assistant, like a person who does this. It's really up to you and your budget, but you really should not be paying like you can realistically share via programs for under $20 so a month. So don't, spend a ton of money doing that. Make sure it's worth it, let's see. You're welcome, Irish. Thank you so much. Catching up on the comments. You guys have really good comments. Thank you so much. Blake Google Maps their homes. I do not. We'll talk about that later. I do not. Love when California people shop late at night and I wake up to see sales. Yes, I'm telling you. Like, don't forget about Hawaii too. It's not a gigantic market, but sales from Hawaii come in quite often as well. Hi, Quenby. Welcome. Wendy says, I notice a lot more people on the app during the overnight hours and sales happen during those hours too. Absolutely. People are in their beds scrolling on TikTok, Poshmark, checking out sales, Yep. Let's see. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everybody. Thank you so much. Gonna throw up this banner while I catch up on some comments. Chrissy B, COVID has messed up people's schedules, sleep schedules. Yes, it certainly has. Everyone, myself included, is messed up because of that. Because also a lot of people are not leaving their homes. So they're staying up later, even though they're getting up, rolling out of bed sometimes just to go right to the computer to start work. Not the best. That's probably not a good habit to start, Get up, get yourself ready to go mentally, go for a quick walk, like something. But yeah, it's definitely changed people's schedules. When I get up per statement, I'll share my closet, look for offers. Yep. Smart. How many times per day do you share your closet? Oh, I already answered that one. Let's see. I am shipping. What are you guys working on? Chat it out in the comments. I'm casting this to my TV, not leaving, sharing my closet while I watch. Yes, Cheryl, we love a multitasking queen. Chrissy B, do you include measurements in your listings? Yes, I do. If the item is brand new with tags, I do not, with the exception of women's higher price garments. I always include an underarm to underarm, the bust area, because just growing up, having 99% of my friend base my entire life be women, the chest is always the issue with the way garments are cut. So especially if it's a button down, you don't want the pulling so that you can see your bra, and be exposed. So yes, I always include measurements. Unused. New with tag, not so much, unless they ask, with the exception of high price garments, because I want that thing to be sold. Yes. A great question. Getting some outside time with the little one while we can. Yes. Good, Michelle. Yes. And if you guys check out Michelle Courageously Thriving's Instagram, she actually talks about having a mobile office within her home and setting up wherever she needs to. She's got kids, so she's got like you have to be flexible with, what you're doing. So we love that. Heather shares multiple times per day using an app. Great. Love it. That's definitely a time saver, 100%. I can attest. I'm not guaranteed to purchase. The notice said they expect stock to start at $300 per share or more. No. I think you read that incorrect. There is going to be a minimum of 300 stocks that you buy. Each stock will not be $300. Each stock will be like $10 to $20. Just look at the stock market. A lot of my sales come from California. I will say when I was in California, I would probably have a quarter of my sales in the West Coast and then the rest middle to the East Coast. Yep. Hello, everybody. I always include measurements too. I am curvy and need to buy them. Yes, yes. Plus size, I always do measurements as well, especially if it is a used item, because you never know if something stretched out. You never know if something shrunk. Inseams are also important with plus size clothing because, again, if something was washed and dried, is it more of a capri than an ankle length situation? You know. Are you sourcing in New York? Yeah. What kinds of stores? I have honestly, I cannot say I'm sourcing. I am casually looking. I will say, and I'll do a separate YouTube video on this. There are drastic differences from having moved to LA, where it was basically the land of everything, to where I am in upstate New York now, where it's not the land of nothing, but like knowing that I literally had access to every brand, every price point, new with tags, used, luxury, like that is not the same here. And that has been a very obvious observation when I've been out shopping. I will say though, there is a lot more plus size in this area, in this realm, as opposed to the 00s and 24s that I would find every day in LA. So I'm excited to maybe expand to the plus size market. Let's see. I finally received a package I purchased before Christmas. Took 19 days from South Carolina to Florida. Do you think shipping delays will continue? You know, that is a great conversation for the USPS people. I have no idea. Ultimately, it's about staffing and volume. Really, to handle the volume, staffing needs to increase, but we have to kind of see how much more volume is going to continue. Especially, you don't want to create all these jobs, and then if people start taking the V word to start to manage this, and then all of a sudden all those jobs get taken away because people aren't shopping online anymore. We don't want that situation, you know. But again, I'm not trying to solve the economy crisis, so let's see. I literally said, have a great time with my children. Heather sold an amputee shoe on Mercari and put it in the title. Oh, yes. If you find a really good shoe and you only find one, like say you're at the bins and you find this like amazing Everlane slingback pump and you are just like, oh my God, I love it. And then you can't find the other one. Not that I'm talking from experience. Get it, because people who only have one leg only need one shoe. It's not funny. It's just realistic. So definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Let's see. My husband's carriers delivered a large amount of Christmas cards today. I will tell you something. I sent out Christmas cards to everyone who has been a pen pal with me, and people still have not received them. And I sent them out the 21st of December, and that's first class mail. Also, I have not received a lick of mail from my move back in December. I had put my change of address for December 4th. It is January 12th. Not one piece of forwarded mail. And forwarded mail takes a couple, like 10 to 14 business days to like process and go through everything. So I'm like, I would love to see one piece of mail, you know? Yes, this is a big conversation. I will say this. I have been doing some sourcing on Posh, and something I ordered almost 10 days ago now, the buyer has not reached out to me or said anything. And I'm just like, did you put it in the mail? Is it coming? So I have 2 more days. If it doesn't have an update, I'll cancel the order. I'm not that upset about it. I also think like people in general with mail need to just be a little bit more understanding. Like maybe it's because I've seen some USPS workers, like I follow them on Instagram, and like the pictures that they post of like an ocean of packages is crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. Hi, Misty, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Cheryl says, is there a sharing app you recommend, or a VA or listing app? I'm selling on Poshmark until I get everything listed, though. So my personal experience is with Simple Posher, the Chrome extension. I don't, and Vendu, but Vendu is more of like a listing tool. So for sharing, I like Simple Posher. It's a good it's good bang for your buck. That said, definitely let's chat about cross-posting and cross-listing tools once you start getting everything listed into Poshmark and you want to spread it into the other online markets, which is a great time to transition into selling on multiple platforms. Okay, before we dive into this topic, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to remind you all night long because the algorithm really likes it. Happy Tuesday. Love it. Okay, great. So let's talk about selling on multiple platforms. This came up a lot on my Q&A. What platforms do I sell on? Obviously, the ones that everyone knows. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. Also, Etsy. Also, Curtsy. I'll expand upon these in a moment. The RealReal, ThredUp. Okay. In order of importance to me, it's Poshmark, then Mercari, eBay, then and I forgot Etsy. Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, the RealReal, ThredUp, Curtsy, Etsy. It's always like a what's the word? A rotation of different platforms that are doing well. It's also just kind of based on the inventory that I have, where I find or want to put all of the items based on their demographics. That said, people have never heard of Curtsy. So Curtsy, Curtsy, I think if you Google it, Google Curtsy app. It is an app tailored towards women, and I find it skews a little young. Like think Revolve brands and things of that nature. Free People, stuff like that, Madewell. They have a good aesthetic. It's clean. They do include shipping. It's only USPS, I believe, at this time. It's a growing app, so definitely check it out now. Is there a link in my description? There might be a link in my description to check it out. There's no referral link to sell, but if you want to sell on Mercari or Poshmark, there are referral links down in the description. We'll both get a little kickback for doing that. And actually, Mercari, you can actually get a bunch of money. I can't remember what the offer is because they're always changing it, but I think you get $10 when you first sign up, and then when you get your first sale, I think you might get $40. Not sure if that promotion is still going, but I know there is. It's a sizable referral for you to receive money. So definitely check it out. Let's check the comments. Let's check comments. My Posh package didn't. Oh, back on Posh. My Posh package didn't track for 12 days. As soon as it started moving, it took 7 days to arrive. A well-known, trusted Posher sent it to me. That's why I'm giving this person for the package that I purchased the benefit of the doubt, because I know people they have not had their packages scanned at all, and the person gets it delivered and just marks it as delivered. And I'm hoping that is the case, but it could just be the person didn't send it and they're just bad at communicating. Like, there are those people, and that's okay to say. That's that. Okay. Let's go back to the banner. Poshmark is my bae. That's my main. That's where I start all my listings before I share to other platforms. For me, it's just what I know. It's my bae. And then I'll just share elsewhere. I will say I do target certain platforms for certain items. If something is more of a brand that is focusing on a particular age, I might put that on eBay. For things that are, I would say, more modern luxury, like Rachel Comey. I mentioned this earlier. Rachel Comey, Nilly Lotan. This is also good for Tradesy. Those kind of brands, Freda Salvador, the Couples, things like that. Rag and Bone. Although, also just price points for all these brands are changing too, because they're adapting to people not shopping as much and people doing all these sales, Heather, I just started selling on Facebook Marketplace and it's been good so far. Not a ton of sales, but a few weeks so far. That's good. That's good. I remember Leslie, a Reseller's Passion, talked about selling on Facebook Marketplace because I think it gives you the option to ship, much like OfferUp does now. So it expands your reach, which is cool. Definitely love that. Hello, Midwest Seller. Hello. Also love what you did there with your name, SCELLAR. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing great. Hey. Okay, what else? What else did we want to chat about today? Oh, okay. Moving on. If no one has any platform questions, just in general, I'm going to move on to the next topic. So type the comment now if you have anything. If not, I'm moving on. Type. Oh, here we go. Okay, great question. It's coming in. It's coming in. Do you know anything about Grailed or Depop? Oh, I did not include those because it's just been so few sales that I've had. Yes, I do know about them. Grailed is far-fetched as well. Our selling platforms. Oh, wait, what's the other one? StockX. I forgot to say that. Our platforms that cater to more of a, I would say, masculine demographic. I'm not going to say just men because, you know, there's some really cool fashion pieces on there that are pretty unisex. That's also something in general I would like to see across every platform. Like, there is not one platform to my knowledge that has a unisex option, and I think we need that because not everything is like cut and dry anymore. But specific to Depop, a lot of people have really good success on there. I am not someone who has. I also fully have just not given it a try, much like Poshmark when I initially tried that couple years, like in 2015. That said, it's very much like with the follower thing, kind of like Poshmark, and I just honestly did not want to do that again. So I'm like fine with that Depop, but there's people that do plenty good on Depop, so definitely check it out. It's free to have an account, so definitely think about it. Bev, can you talk a little bit more about the Real Real and ThredUp? Yes, so the Real Real is a luxury consignment store online. They actually do have a couple in-person locations, one being in New York, one being in LA. I've been to both. It's a place where it is like legitimate luxury with a couple snafus along the way that their PR people probably hated. But for the most part, it's been like I would say in the 2010 and on to present day, it's like the number one place for like luxury resale. We're talking Hermes Birkins, Kelly's, you can find stuff on there for under from $10 to $150,000. Like, we're talking uber luxury when it comes to fashion. So definitely check that out. The commission structure is very different than Poshmark. It's not cut and dry because you send your items to the Real Real as long as it's on the brand list. For the most part, there's exceptions. We won't get into that. But they have a brand list, a designer list, and you send them their stuff for free, and they take what they take. And if they don't, they send it back. They list it, photograph it, do everything, which is great. And then you get commission if it sells. There's different commission structures from 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%. The cool thing, pros and cons about their commission structure: the more you sell with them, the more you get commission. However, it's all based on the price point of the item that's being sold. Caveat: discounts and promo codes can also cut down the price, which cuts down on your commission. But overall, and especially if you are a person who shops and wears these brands, this is a really good way to just like recycle and upcycle fashion and get good credit. And you get a bonus if you get site credit instead of cash. So great question, Bev. And then ThredUp. ThredUp, I would say, is the exact opposite of the Real Real. It is not luxury, although they have some luxury items and are trying to cater to that market. I would say it's like the everyday shopper that is thriving on ThredUp. Yeah, same concept. The payouts have changed recently, and I'm personally just not aware of what they are because they recently changed. So I know a bunch of resellers were not happy about that, but you know, if you just want to get rid of clothes and make it go somewhere, ThredUp is your jam. Kinsley, best place to sell Michael Kors purses and more expensive ones like that. Honestly, that does well on Poshmark. Tradesy would be good. Yeah, Depop too. Depop would be good for that. I wouldn't recommend the other platforms because eBay, I feel like people have authenticity issues, and the RealReal, I don't even know if they take Michael Kors. Maybe if it's Michael Kors collection, but I don't think that's a brand they take. So definitely Posh, Tradesy, Depop. Yes, I agree. They need to add unisex to all platforms. Yes. Sometimes I just want like a long black cardigan, right? I don't care if it's whatever. Wendy, Blake, have you ever considered Bonanza? It's free and you do nothing, just update store a few times a week. So I have talked with Sell Quick, Ship Quick about this because I think you can also connect it to, it's connected to your eBay store, but I don't ever have my focus on my eBay store. So it's not something I've put attention to, but it's something I will always keep in mind. I don't count it out, but it's not something I will be using immediately. Love selling on the RealReal so far, 1 month in. Love it. Something else to talk about with the RealReal, you get your commission after a certain amount of time. This is pretty standard, but you know, it's a certain amount of time because there is a return window period. If the item gets returned, that comes out of your commission. Say you get paid your commission, but someone returns it, that will come out the following month's commission. They do backtrack for purchases. So they're just keeping everything in line. Catching up on the comments. Wow, you guys are really coming through. Yes. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Thank you. Chrissy, Depop skews teenager customer. Yep. I feel like Depop and Curtsy are like the youngin sellers as well as buyers ages. Yeah. Midwest seller. I may be the last one to know this, but did you know ThredUp has an eBay store? I was doing some comps and clicked on an item. It was ThredUp. Yes, they obviously don't publicize that, but yes, I was aware of that. Something I didn't know is that unlike ThredUp, the RealReal loves and encourages resellers using their platform. Yes, I mean, listen, there's people, they're connecting people to fashion. So, you know, and they want to sell it. So like, why not give them your stuff? Everyone makes money in all these instances. So yeah, we love the RealReal. I've had nothing but good experiences with them. I've been to their stores. I've sold when I was personal assistant, I've sold thousands and thousands of dollars for my boss. So yes, we love it. How many listings do you do every day? Purple Mountain Crafts. I'm a part-time reseller, recently moved from LA to upstate New York. Figuring out the groove and rhythm now that the abundance of my inventory is like not what I am used to or expecting. So I have to, it's a personal journey to figure out what I'm going to be selling moving forward. Quick pet peeve here, guys. Don't tag listings with brand names when you're listing an unbranded item or a cheaper brand. Wish selling platforms. Okay, yes, I understand this because I, too, looking for something recently. What she's saying basically is if you're selling a pair of knockoff Rothy's, like say it's the Sketcher version, right? They have their own style name. Someone will say in the listing description, they'll add a tag, like just add it in the description somewhere at the bottom, or they'll say, looks like a pair of Rothy's. Don't do that because it's like a turnoff to the buyer. It's just like creating clutter on the internet. You can only do so much about that. But if something is mistagged, like if someone is selling Skechers as a pair of Rothy's, even though it, you know, similar style, you can report that listing technically as a mistagged item. It won't kick the seller off or anything. It'll just make them correct it. Let's see. Hello. Welcome. Attire and beyond. Yes, unisex. Okay, see, popular trend. Bonanza. I actually do not have a lot of information about this. The only thing I know is that it's connected to your eBay store. I don't know if you have to have an eBay store to have Bonanza, but if someone in the comments knows, check there for the answer. Thank you so much. Let's see. For the Real, do you set your own prices or they do? Oh, Kinsley, great point. Thank you so much. So the Real is honestly the best. They send you the label, you put your stuff in a box or a bag, box preferably. Ship it off. They price everything. By far on the entire resale platform market of pricing people, like people who do the pricing for you, they're the most fair, they are the most authentic. I personally have wanted to sell my brand new, still untouched Louis Vuitton item that I bought in Hawaii that is limited edition. They did not want to give me enough money, and that's my prerogative to say no. So once you get working with them, you'll get an account executive rep. They will call you constantly unless you tell them not to. If you know, you know. But the best part about that is if you do have something high priced that's of your own or something you're not sure you want to how you want to handle that, you can reach out to them, send them photos, and be like, "Can I get a quote as to what you guys would give me for this?" So yeah. So to confirm, the Real sets their own prices, which is great. Unlike ThreadUp, where there are opportunities to increase the sale price of your item, but story for a different day. ThreadUp is not my favorite situation to talk about because it's also changing so much right now with everything. So Kelly, hi Kelly. Hey Kelly, hope you're doing well, Kelly. I'm about to send items to the Real. We'll make a video about it, of course. Yes, do it up. People love to see the process. Where upstate, if you check the link in my description, you can gather from the address. Chrissy, last year with all their 70, 80, and 90% sales, I was getting $5 commissions on St. John. New attack Kate Spade. I have paused the Real. Well, here's the thing. At the end of the day, a consignment is the number one way to not make the most money. If you're in this game to make the most money, selling it yourself will always be the best way. The second you go consignment, you know you will not be getting as much money as you would like, unfortunately. But you have to remember, you're doing nothing for it. All you have to do is send it to them. They take care of everything else. They ship it, they photograph it, they describe it, they measure it. So that is something that is a trade-off. And it's not always going to be the best. Yes, the Real is fantastic, but it will also, you do have those sales where you only make a couple bucks because of all the coupons and everything. Also, I will caveat that with, this past year was a very unique year. So they probably had a lot of stale inventory. The Real stock dipped at one point in this year, like kind of bad. So they're trying to rebuild and grow their stock again because people were not necessarily buying luxury with nowhere to go, So just keep that in mind. Kelly. I said hello to Kelly. Purple Mountain, no, you don't have to have an eBay store to sell on Bonanza. Great to know. Maybe I'll check that out. Love it. Thanks for the review on the foam memo label printer. Got mine yesterday and love it. Yes, Kelly. Yay. We love foam memo. Mine is over there in 10 feet away from me. Love it. For those of you who aren't aware or haven't seen my previous videos on the foam memo, it is a thermal label printer. It is not a brand that people automatically think of because there's other brands that I will not say that do a lot of promotion, but Foam Memo is like low key, good price point, good aesthetics. They actually just came out with an updated version of the printer. Link in the description, in the description box if you want to check that out. There's also a discount code PoshBossBlake 10 will get you 10% off. You'll get a discount. But right now I think they're running a sale on the new one as well. So definitely check that out. get a good deal. And the best part about the foam memo, you can use any thermal label printer labels, unlike some other brands where you have to use the dedicated ones that are a little bit more expensive. So thank you, Kelly. Glad you like your printer. I know I think Margaret got this. Bunch of people have. So thank you so much. Oh, I thought you were closer. You're 6 hours away. If you ever come down towards Poughkeepsie, New Paltz Highland, let me know. I almost went to New Paltz. Ooh, I almost went to New Paltz for college. But I've been to those places several a time. I also love Beacon. For me, that's my favorite train stop. Take a ride down the Hudson. Gorgeous in the fall. Oh my God, I love a train ride. That's what I miss about New York. I don't miss New York City so much, but I miss like certain things, and train rides. Oh, in the fall. Chef's kiss. Gorgeous. Yes, it is, Kelly. It's virtually plug and play, so we love that. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, everyone. There's over 30 of you in here, and there's only 29 likes. That's not bad. Keep it going, guys. Yes, I've lived in New York City. I'm from New York, so that was just pre-YouTube Blake, pre PoshBossBlake, if you will. I do have the videos still on this channel. They're just hidden and privated because, oh my gosh, one day I'll release them, but it's just like, hey guys, I'm trying to do a YouTube channel. I love it. I love it. Yes. Oh, yes. Thanks you. Thanks you. Thank you, Alana. Yes, a Beacon. Oh my gosh, stunning. If anyone ever comes to New York and you want to do something like cheap and cheerful, but like almost easy to do, especially if you're traveling with like maybe some older folks where mobility is an issue, take a train ride. Take a train ride from Poughkeepsie or Beacon into New York City Grand Central Station. Of course, when everything's like good and safe. It is so gorgeous, preferably in the spring or the fall. Fall, you get to see all the leaves and changing colors of the environment. It's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I bet your mama is happy to have you closer. Mama? What? Are you happy to have me closer? Of course. She said, of course. Yes. Say it louder.
Absolutely.
Mom is here. She's right there. Yeah, I love being home too. It's really nice. It's also, for those who are new to me or new to the YouTube channel, I lived in LA the past 5 years, but with COVID, I've been very isolated, and it took a toll on my mental health. And ultimately, I ended up coming home in December, early December. So I've been home ever since, and I moved home, to be clear. And we'll figure out where the next chapter in my book takes me. Michelle Kirch, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. You guys, Michelle is so kind. She sent me a super sticker. You can find her, I believe, on Instagram, Courageously Thriving. Michelle, put your Instagram in the chat box so people can follow you, okay? Thank you so much. This is so sweet. Are you liking the massive weather changes from LA to New York? It's not that I'm not liking it. It's just that it's so cold. I'm from the East Coast, so I know like real winters, but like, wow, it's what I don't normally have is getting into the car when it's cold out, and you're like, oh, God, turn on the heat, turn on the heat. And it takes a while to warm up. I haven't had to deal with that, so I will eventually be back in a warmer climate. Will that be LA? I don't know. We'll see. The landscape of work, my professional like career, is very different, so I don't even know if that's something I'll be pursuing. We'll see. You're so welcome. I put out new videos every Friday on the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna try to go live a couple times a month. So I love when we get to interact. If your car started in the cold, that'd be great. Well, to be a little crazy with cars, the car that I had in LA, had remote start. And you're probably thinking, like, why would you care about remote start in LA? Well, because when you park outside and it's 100 degrees and the sun's boiling, it can literally be like 120, 130 degrees in your car. So you do it to cool your car down. I've never needed to use it for the heat. I did have heated seats, which I do miss. I do miss that here because I sold my car. But at the same time, if I was in a cold place, I could use the remote start on my car and it would heat the car. So I haven't used that yet because my car is gone. But if I ever move back to a cold climate and like stay forever or indefinitely, that will be something that I invest in. Seems so silly, but like really was a game changer for me. I can relate. My body was finally adjusting where I was saying, oh my God, I'm cold when it was like 60. So love it. Love it. Attire and Beyond. Thank you oh, you're so welcome. So glad you enjoyed. We are coming to an end here, you guys. We have about four more minutes till it's fully 6:30. I will be ending the live. The replay for this will be put up on my YouTube, so you can catch the replay. What else was I going to say? Oh, I guess we'll have to save this for our next live. I did want to talk about taxes. Nothing too crazy. I am not a tax professional, but there was a lot of tax questions out there. I recently did a video about prepping your business. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about that. I recently did a video. You can watch the full video on my YouTube channel. It's the most recent video I posted. First and foremost, I'm not a tax professional. I'm not a CPA. I'm not an accountant. Don't work with the IRS. That said, you should absolutely connect and talk with a person for your business that handles those areas. I will say, as someone who has had and done their own taxes since they've been an adult, I will give you a couple things to keep in mind, especially for the year of 2021, so that when you do 2021 taxes next year, you will be set up for success, okay? First thing, make sure you keep all your receipts. You better keep all your receipts. Even if you're buying for yourself, you need to separate the items on those receipts for personal and business use, okay? For whatever it is. If you go to Staples, you buy 20 things, and one of them happens to be a binder that you use for your house, you better write that off. You better not write that off for your business. Receipts can also be for anything like a thermal label printer, a virtual assistant. Like, save all your receipts for anything you spend for your reselling business. Just remember, if anything personal is connected to those receipts, you need to subtract that from what you're claiming when you go to do your expenses. Speaking of expenses, you want to have a separate bank account. I'm dropping some knowledge here, okay? Dropping some really good bombs of knowledge. So you want to make sure that you are separating your bank account. It is not too late. Set yourself up from day one. We are January 12th. That's basically January 1st. Set yourself up with a new bank account. Doesn't even need to be a business bank account. Just get a separate account where you can get a debit card and you put all your cash out all your money, put it into this account so that you can control all of your reselling business finances, right? Also, if you have credit cards, already existing and one is dormant, like you don't use it, dedicate one credit card to your reselling business. Ultimately, you want a separate track for your business expenses. God forbid you get audited. Lord, oh my God, that'd be terrible. I'm so sorry. But you want to be able to look through all your finances and provide everything necessary for that audit or whatever the circumstances are by being able to just look at your dedicated business bank account, your dedicated statement for your credit card, etc. Once you start to blend the two, you might think like, oh, it's not going to be that crazy. Guess what? It can be. So you want to make sure you separate your finances, okay? Next up, wait, hold on, let me catch up with the comments. Hold on. Quick. How do people tape their haul videos. You can get a tripod, lots of tripods on the internet, all sorts. Or they do a selfie, but if they're filming a haul, tripod. Wait. I'm trying to get to the tax related questions, you guys. Does Starbucks while thrifting count as an expense? Well, okay, serious question. And this is where you need to connect with a tax person. Are you using it as like a meal break? Are you using that as food and fuel? It depends on the circumstances how you want to look at the items that you're buying. But if you're full-time, I'm going to use a full-time seller just to talk about this. If you're full-time and you're thrifting all day and you stop and have lunch at McDonald's, in theory, your lunch is writable. Like, you can write that off. But again, I'm not going to get into too specifics with that because you need to connect with your tax person because everybody's circumstances with taxes are very different. What else? I just got Lily for my business and I like it so far. It automatically sets a % aside of my income for taxes. Love that, Margaret. Great. Next point. Make sure you're saving money for taxes. You do not want to be surprised when it comes tax time. If you just don't want any surprises. So I would say good rule of thumb, save anywhere from 20, if you can, 30 to 40%. Again, you don't want surprises when it comes to tax time. So it's better to withhold, knowing that if there's leftover on your end from saving too much for your taxes, you will have that to spend, so just be mindful of that. I would say thank you for bringing this up. I would say this is an opinion. You obviously need a debit card to be able to access your money. So I'm not sure it's bad in all circumstances, but love the perspective. We welcome all perspectives. Absolutely separate bank account. Absolutely. And if you can, unless you're using, for points or something, and you're good at managing your spending and paying off your credit cards, really try to only buy with profit, the profit that you have, or to like reinvest the money that you have already made back into the business. Do not go into debt or do not take on debt that is unnecessary. I think if you're starting to be into the world of pallets where it's thousands of dollars, yeah, you might want to put that on a credit card because $3,000 to $4,000 of pallet money would be great points. So, just make sure you have the money to pay it off. You don't want to go into debt for reselling. It's like virtually one of the very few businesses that you can start without any debt being incurred. How long do you keep receipts? Anywhere from, I'm not getting rid of mine for quite some time, but I think the IRS, I would go by what the W-2 requirement is, which is, I think, 3 to 5 years, where you can't be audited or something. But again, I think that's on the IRS website, so definitely check that. But I would say save them. And don't forget, receipts, especially the kind of paper, they fade. Some of the thermal labels fade. So make sure you're storing them appropriately and or taking pictures and uploading to a Google Drive somewhere. People forget that. Receipts can fade, and if something happens, yeah, you have a blank piece of paper. So just be mindful of that. Someone said if you told me to QuickBooks in a bank statement, you don't need to save receipts. That is someone that told you that. I cannot confirm. I'm saving all my receipts. You need to have proof in theory, so just be mindful. I'm hoping my refund from my salary job will cover my taxes for reselling. Veronica, I will say for me, because I was part-time, I would say also quite successful financially with the reselling. It worked out where I basically didn't get a refund, or I did have to pay a little bit, but it's because I did so well. But ultimately, it worked out for me. So it should cover it depending on how many thousands of dollars that you're making. Yep, the receipts do wear out. Yep, thermal label receipts are kind of the worst. Don't ever store them in a hot place. Heat is not your friend with those receipts. Okay. Okay. And then just to wrap up real quick, with taxes and everything and just business in general, we talked about separate bank accounts. We want to write off all of our expenses. We want to, what are the couple other points? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Check out my latest video. It came out last Friday. And I think that's it, you guys. I think I'm brain farting. 5 minutes over. I am getting ready for dinner. Mom just made a delicious salad. Is dinner ready?
Dinner's ready.
Oh wait, let me show you guys. Mom made a delicious salad. It's not for me. This is hers. I'll get my own. Ooh, ooh. Oh wait, the camera's over here. You guys, what is this, Mom?
Spinach arugula.
Spinach arugula.
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
I roasted
Almonds.
walnuts and almonds.
Roasted almonds and walnuts. Ooh.
And I put barbecue sauce on top of it, just a little bit.
Ooh, a little barbecue sauce on top. We love that. I can't wait to go eat that. Thank you, Mom. Enjoy the salad. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's live. Thank you to everyone that gave me all the super chats. I so appreciate it. We'll do this more often. Again, new videos every single Friday on my channel. Also, if you want to check out any fun extra content regarding my more personal, non-reselling life, you can check me out on my YouTube channel called Blake Does Things in the description, as well as on my new TikTok, Blake Does WW, where we follow and get recipes for my Weight Watchers journey. So again, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up on the way out and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye!